Hey guys, what I'm going to do today is to show you how to make an arrow that is absolutely beautiful and that will shoot just as good as it looks. First thing you need to do is select the type of material you want to use for your arrow shaft. Once you have your shaft selected, now you want to check it for straightness. Pay close attention to the knock end. Now this is way more important than the point end. Point end can be off a little bit. The knock end, it's got to be straight to have a good shooting arrow. Now the ones that survive that test, next you're going to spine test them. Looks like this is 400. That's perfect what was marked on the shaft, but not all of them will be exactly right. Now we're going to weigh our components. Again, what we're looking for here is consistency, not only in our components, but also in the weight of the arrow shafts themselves. Check those too. Now I'm using the Luminoc on this project. I want to show you a little quick and easy way to make sure the batteries are good at them with a paper clip. Just bend it, and all you got to do is make contact. If you make contact, it lights up. Battery's good. I've never had a bad one, but it pays to check. What you will need to check is how tight they fit the shaft. Now you need 20 to 40 pounds to make it illuminate. Sometimes they'll be a little tight and you'll need to shave some of the material off. Now, if it's a lot of material got to be removed, I'd refer you to the Luminoc website for that. But this one just needs a little bit, so I'm just going to use some sandpaper and sand it a little bit. It'll be good on this one. Now, once we have it sanded, we'll check the fit again and make sure that everything is working right. Like I said, we need about 20 to 40 pounds. This one, it looks like it's going to come in more like about 15 pounds maybe. It's fairly easy to turn on. And yep, boom, there it is. Okay, cool. Now I'll show you how to turn it off. Again, if you got to make contact to make it light up, if you break the contact, the two little wires on each side that are making contact with the shaft, if those break contact with the shaft, it turns off. I'm also using the arrow wraps to add some decorative decoration to our arrow shafts. I got these at Three Rivers. These are the patriotic arrow shafts, as that's the theme for this project. The only thing you really want to watch on these, first of all, you want to get the right size for the shaft you're using, the right diameter shaft. And also make sure you put them on straight. Don't have any air bubbles in there or anything like that. I'm just using a mouse pad to roll them on there. It makes it a whole lot easier. Okay, now we're using the Bitzenberger fletching jig. Of course, Bitzenberger is the gold standard of fletching jigs. And I'm going to use about 1.25 inches on the tail end. So I'm marking my clamp from the end of where I put the arrow and the clamp up by 1.25 inches, and that's how much material I'm going to remove. Okay. We're lined up just right, making sure the tail end of the fletching is on the mark I put before where I want the finger clearance on my shaft. And then I'm using the X-Acto knife. Of course, you can use any sharp knife. I'm using the X-Acto. If you pay real close attention, you'll be able to hear it snap when that blade goes through the base. Okay. Now, there's our little 1.25 inch piece. We're going to save these because this time for this project I'm using white as the tail end. I want a white tail with a red main feather. Next time we'll do white with a red tail. So we're actually doing two projects in one here. All right, I'm going to cut that exactly the same place we did before. And what you're going to find out about these feathers that's really cool is they will tend to try to heal themselves. So watch what happens when I put this white back to the red. It sticks. It's actually trying to heal. Cool. Who would ever thought it? Okay. Now we'll put that in the clamp. And from here on, it's just like fletching any other arrow. You just apply the fletching of glue. Now I'm using the Byron super glue for this project. It's actually the insert and fletching cement. The difference in this, guys, it has rubber in it, so it never really gets brittle. And you don't, like any other super glue, you don't want to use too much. Just a little bit and then smooth it out with the applicator. Too much, it'll run down in the receiver of your clamp of your fletching jig and make a mess. Now this is really neat here. This is the prints from Gateway. This is again, we're doing the patriotic theme here, so this is the bald eagle with the Statue of Liberty. But what's really cool about this, they're customizable. In other words, if you have an archery shop, for instance, you can have these fletchings made with the name of your store hours, and other information printed right on the fletching itself. Now that is a cool way to market your shop. Okay, like I said, from now on, it's just like regular fletching. We're just doing the same thing over and over, of course. And there we go. Magic of TV, it's ready, almost. I will use plain old fletch tight to cap the ends to prevent a feather from getting loose on a pass through. Fletch tight is a little bit thicker, not a little bit, it's a whole lot thicker than our fletching cement. Okay, we'll just let that dry, then we'll cut it to length. Now you know what length to cut it from the tuning you've already done according to the other video that we did. Well, there it is. Like I said, guys, absolutely beautiful. At least to me it is. Now it's time to see if I can keep my promise about it shooting just as good as it looks. Let's go outside and see what happens. Not too shabby. A little bit of a bunny hop, that's in the bow. We'll fix that. Just move the knocking point a little bit.